Hey Virgo, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. Today I'm going to do your 2025 reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If anything resonates with you, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. If you are returning, thank you for your support. I hope you're all doing really, really well. For today's reading, I do have specific questions that Spirit guided me to for the year ahead readings. But before I get into those questions and whatever deck Spirit calls me to, I'm going to pull some charms. Charms can let you know that this reading is for you. They may resonate with you in some way. They may not. It really just depends. So Spirit, thank you so much for messages that are for the highest good of Virgo for 2025. Let's get some charms for Virgo for 2025. Charms for Virgo for 2025. All right, let's see here. Interesting, a medallion with the lotus, so blooming energy here. Growth. We also have the keyhole, so perhaps opening some doors, closing other doors. We have the crab, so some of you might have Cancer in your chart. Also slow moving, but emotional. Water energy here. We have the butterfly of transformation. We have the rose, so the blooming rose, perhaps some romance here. We have another butterfly of transformation. We have the word beautiful. We have the mask, removing the mask, seeing things clearly. We have the drums, so perhaps music is important for some of you. We have the cross, so cross of commitment, the things that we stand by. We have the feather, so going with the flow. We also have another rose. I see this one as like an offering. It's got the stem, like a single rose. So an offering of love, emotion, care, nurture. We have the star, so our deepest hope, our deepest desires, our vision for our life and for the path forward. We have the key, so we have the key and the keyhole. And on this key is the heart. So you hold the key to your own heart, to someone else's heart, to love, to emotions. We have two letters, L and U. L and U. Let me get a few more. I don't know why I'm feeling called to do that, but I'm going to listen to the call. Let's get some more. Okay. We have the elephant, so perhaps the elephant in the room. Also that slow moving energy like that crab. We have another cross of commitment. We have, interesting, the masculine glasses with the letter X in one of the frames, one of the eyes. Masculine glasses with the letter X. So L-U-X, Lux. We have a heart. So a lot of emotional energy here, definitely love. We have the letter G. We have another star. We have a tie, so masculine energy here. We have the big feather, so a small feather and a bigger feather. So listening to your intuition. We have the word miracle, so beautiful and miracle. We have the emblem of I always see this as all of the elements coming together. So our mind, our heart, our spirit, our 3D reality, our physical reality. And then we have the letters K, R, R. So LUXKRR, and then we have the infinity loop. So a healthy feedback system, soul bond connection here, where one feeds into the other and vice versa. There's no end with the infinity loop. Interesting. Also, I'm seeing number 8, so strength. All right. Let's see here. Thank you for those charms, Spirit. Alrighty. Let's see. So the first question, theme for the year. So I'm going to use the Queen of the Moon Oracle. So theme for the year for Virgo. Spirit, thank you so much for your provision, for your guidance, for your promptings, for your care. Please show me the theme for the year for Virgo. Theme for the year for Virgo. This one just kind of stuck out to me. Patience. Having patience with the self. Having patience. Yeah, that crab energy. The elephant. Slow movement. So having patience in the year ahead. Let's see, theme for the year for Virgo. Let's do one more, Spirit. Theme for the year for Virgo. Alrighty, theme for the year for Virgo. A couple flipped over. Trust and self-reflection. So interesting, self-reflection is in the reverse. So I feel like here Spirit is saying you need to have trust in the self, more trust in the self, maybe patience within the self. It's interesting. This says egg moon trust. I saw it as ego. So perhaps the need to overcome ego. And we all have ego, right? Ego, it's a method of survival. But when it becomes or goes into that shadow space of stubbornness, of like withholding out of pride or ego, that's when it becomes problematic. But here Spirit is saying, have trust in the self, see yourself clearly. Have trust in the things that you reflect back to you. I'm almost hearing like get to know yourself. We have the numbers 17 and 32, and then we have balance at the bottom of the deck. So finding balance within the self. With those ego parts of ourselves that are necessary, but then also there's water elements here, so allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. So numbers 17, 32, and 19. Okay. See above the clouds, see above the things that are within your immediate view, see beyond them. So things may seem cloudy to you over the next year, but Spirit's saying, find balance in yourself and in your experiences. Pull those into you and see beyond what is immediately visible to you. And this is going to require a deep inner reflection and trusting in yourself. Trusting in your creation. So the bird with their nest. It's like the willingness to kind of leave the nest, I'm hearing. Leave like your nest of protection. Self-reflection, trust, and balance. All right, thank you for that, Spirit. So that's your theme for the year. Next question, energy supporting you. I'm going to use this deck. energy supporting you. So can I see the energy supporting Virgo during 2025? Energy supporting Virgo during 2025. Energy supporting Virgo. Support for Virgo in this next year. Support for Virgo in this next year. Support for Virgo in this next year. Supportive energy for Virgo over this next year, Spirit. Oh. Okay. Support for Virgo over this next year. All right. Meditation. And nothing has gone wrong. Understanding, and there's that balance. We see that balance reflected in these two cards. The yin and yang. The yin and yang. But you need to be able to center yourself, to ground within the self, to balance yourself, so that you can find balance in life situations, perhaps in connection, in yin and yang, that infinity loop, right? Connection, equal give and take, where it's a feedback and it doesn't end. I'm also seeing grounding oneself in the heart, those emotions, feeling. And through this is where joy is possible. Spirit saying nothing has gone wrong. It's about balance, and it's about finding the balance within yourself, perhaps within your mind and your heart. I also see the star here on the joy card. So remember, we saw two stars in your charms. Our deepest desire, our deepest vision. It's the vision that we have for our life. But Spirit here, I believe, is saying the energy supporting you is to ground yourself so that you can experience balance within the self and perhaps balance with another, or with connections, or within situations, right? We can't, if we are unbalanced within the self, life around us is going to feel the impact of that. But Spirit here, I believe, is saying you need to find that balance within you, and you need to trust you. Be willing to kind of leave the nest, your cocoon perhaps. See beyond the immediate visible, what's immediately visible to you. Have the alignment between the heart and the mind and the soul. Remember that emblem with all the elements, so alignment between your mind, so your thoughts, your heart, your emotions, your spirit, your 3D world, the vision that you create for yourself, and your energy, your passion. Nothing has gone wrong. The light is coming in. The light has the possibility of coming in 2025. All right, excellent. Channeling at the bottom of the deck, so listening to downloads, listening to the promptings that you may experience over 2025. A lot of like internal space I'm hearing, really reflecting within the self. What is my vision for my life? What is my vision for my path forward? What are the things that I need to balance within myself so that I can balance within my life? Nothing has gone wrong. balance is available to you. Joy is available to you, but you have to come in alignment with the self. All right, excellent. Energy challenging you over 2025. Can I see the energy challenging Virgo over 2025? The energy challenging Virgo. Ooh, the necropolis. So kind of tower energy, some unexpected insights, some unexpected understandings, illusions, delusions coming down, and it's always meant for our highest good, but it can be very uncomfortable because it forces us to grow. It forces us to grow and to learn and have lessons. Energy challenging Virgo over 2025. Energy challenging Virgo over 2025, Spirit. Virgo's challenge in 2025. Otherworldly. Yeah, seeing things from a spiritual perspective. Seeing things, understanding things spiritually. This is interesting. So it came out like this. Spirit, am I taking these? Yes. Okay, creation on its side, summer on its side, exile on its side, and then winter in the upright. So let me just lay these out. So when I see things on its side, it's wanting to move from on its side to either in the upright position or in the reverse. The challenge here is creation. What's so interesting is the creation that is begging to occur. It almost requires abandonment of something, exile, or man, I feel like a nervous energy. My hands started shaking. It's almost like this would require like a leap of faith, something that you want to create, something that is aligned with your heart space, right? But it's almost like in order to do that, it requires the abandonment or the exile of something else. So decisions. And then we have the winter card in the upright. So perhaps this is challenging you currently in the winter season. And by next summer, you will have more understanding from a spiritual perspective, something that is spiritually aligned with you. I feel like this is that trust factor. And it's almost like entering a new dimension, entering a new space for yourself. And that's where that's going to require that innermost knowing, the innermost understanding of yourself and what it is that you want to create, what needs to be eradicated, right? What are the, remember we saw that key. Which doors are you going to open? Which doors are you going to shut? And perhaps this is challenging you currently, but you're going to gain more insight by next summer regarding what you want to create for yourself and really that nest that it's almost like you're going to emerge from this nest and begin that walk that is aligned with you. Interesting. I'm also being drawn to the triangles. Look at the creation card. It's missing a piece of the triangle. There's something in that. It's missing a piece of the triangle. But when you look at it from a spiritual perspective, it's whole. It has the potential to be whole. It has the potential to be balanced. Interesting. Okay. Can I get anything else on these challenges for Virgo in the year ahead? Intellect in reverse. Yeah, don't. Remember when I said it's like alignment between the different elements of the self. So that means our mind, our heart, our spiritual, and our 3D reality, the path that we're on. I feel like here Spirit's saying you're going to be challenged to overcome your mind, intellect, the thoughts. You're going to be challenged to overcome death. This is interesting. Wisdom. Oh, that's interesting. So there's a difference between wisdom and intellect. Yeah, the wisdom requires the spiritual understanding that nothing has gone wrong. Wisdom is different than our mind. Our mind can steer us in so many directions, some of which are not good for us. We can get trapped in the mind. But wisdom is spiritual understanding. It's otherworldly. It's the wisdom that tells us nothing has gone wrong. There's the opportunity for this triangle to be complete. So overcome the thoughts and have wisdom about things that have happened and about not being so, I'm hearing like stringent. Look at this, death and reversal in reverse. Having spiritual understanding and wisdom about the things that have occurred and how you can move it into the upright, which would be transformation. It'd be a reversal in the path, but it requires wisdom. It requires that self-reflection. It requires trust. And then it's going to require your strength. So strengthen the side. You want to move it to the upright. So all these things are going to be challenging you. So rely on wisdom rather than your thoughts. Our thoughts can steer us in the wrong directions. But the opportunity for transformation and a reversal is coming to you in 2025. The opportunity to balance, to find balance, to create, to complete the triangle, to determine the missing link. But it's definitely going to require spiritual understanding of the self and relying on wisdom, downloads, the channeling, intuition, rather than just our thoughts, our mind. And Virgo, you are one of the signs that can definitely, very thought-based, very practical in your approaches, but Spirit's saying you're going to be challenged to look at things differently, to see things differently. And if you're able to accomplish that, you'll see that nothing has gone wrong, and that it's actually, the opportunity is there to balance your creation, to see things differently. Not by the clouds that are in front of your eyes that you can't seem to see past, but to see it in an otherworldly, like see beyond what's immediately visible to you. All right. So with that, what new perspectives are needed? What new perspectives are needed for Virgo in 2025? What new perspectives are needed for Virgo in 2025? New perspectives needed in 2025. Interesting. The warrior, yeah, there's that. Remember when I talked about ego? So the warrior is strength, but it also can become like egoic. So finding that balance between pride and ego for the right reasons, power dynamics. Let's see, what new perspectives are needed for Virgo in 2025, Spirit? All right. New perspectives for Virgo in 2025. New perspectives for Virgo in 2025. New perspectives for Virgo. Just saw the bridge in 2025. Yeah, the bridge in the creation. The missing link. The mountain and the lover and the village. Yeah, this goes back to that trust card. You remember I said, it's like the bird is ready to leave the nest. The village calls us to do that. The village calls us to leave what's comfortable. It calls us to leave our community, not abandoning it. Not abandoning it. Taking the things that we've gained, the things that we've learned, our values, are the things that make us us, taking it with us. But we have to extend beyond the village in order to experience transformation and growth and understanding. We have to trust ourselves enough to be willing to go beyond the walls of our community in order to reach for more for ourselves. We take the wisdom and all the elements that have made us us, all the characteristics, all the customs, all the traditions, all the values. We hold all those things and pull them into ourselves, but we see beyond what's immediately available to us to reach for more. But it requires us to leave our comfort zone. It requires us to leave our nest. Some of you, Virgo, might be your north node, which is opposite of comfort zone. Yeah, you have to leave the village in order to reach for more. And it may seem like it's so difficult, like it's a mountain to climb. But look at what's on the other side of the mountain. The lover. There's that infinity loop. That deep spiritual and emotional connection. It's a connection that is not understood often by others. It's only experience with the two. Between the two. It's that it's that completion with another. And it may seem so new perspectives are needed about being willing to step outside the village and to climb the mountain so that you can experience the lover's connection. It's a big decision to be willing to step outside your community, outside the nest, and to climb the mountain. But Spirit's saying new perspectives are needed about this in 2025. Interesting. All right. Let me get a little bit more on this from the tarot. Can I say a little bit more about these new perspectives that are needed? Can I say a little bit more about these archetypes, Spirit? Extending outside the village, climbing the mountain, and the lover. Spiritual and emotional connection. The lover also can represent a very major decision, but it's spiritually and it's emotionally felt. And it's going to impact you in those ways, spiritually and emotionally. It's all encompassing, the lover's connection. Can I see more on these new perspectives that are needed in 2025 for Virgo? Can I see more about these new perspectives needed in 2025 for Virgo? Can I see more about these new perspectives needed for Virgo in 2025? The Empress. The Empress in reverse. 6 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles in the upright. So feeling like an outsider. Perhaps you've been feeling like an outsider, feeling insecurity surrounding, like lack of confidence in the Empress. Somebody that earns their status. This could be you. It could be another. Self-reflection is needed. Having confidence in yourself. So there needs to be new perspective about having confidence in the self to extend beyond that community, beyond the village. In order to be the Empress is somebody that earns their status, they're experienced, they value themselves, they value what they can do. They don't hesitate. They're abundant. They go after what they want. They create their world. They create their star pathway, right? So Spirit here is saying there needs to be new perspective about claiming your power and valuing yourself enough. Self-reflection is needed regarding self-confidence in the world that you create for yourself. And right now, there's some insecurity there. It's almost like I'm hearing like you always feel like an outsider looking in. You don't need to be an outsider looking in on your world. You don't need to be an outsider to your own world. You need to create your world. Be the Empress. Feel confident in who you are. and what your power is and what you create. New perspective is needed in this. And then at the bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups, there's the soul bond connection. New perspectives needed, about harmonizing with the soul bond connection. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is our emotional connections with those that when we look out on the horizon of our life, we want to see that person in our life. We want to see that connection. They bring us joy. They bring us fulfillment. But new perspective is needed about harmonizing with someone from the past. 6 of Cups, soul bond connection. And building the life Ten of Cups, a life of fulfillment, a life of reciprocity. 10 of Cups. I look out on the horizon and I see these individuals and I give to them and I expect them to give to me. There's emotional harmony. Okay. All right. So let's see. What do you have intuitive knowing about? So there's been a lot of talk about that intuition and those downloads. What do you have intuitive knowing about? Or what will you have intuitive knowing about in 2025? Can I see Virgo intuition in 2025? What will Virgo have intuitive knowing about in 2025? Intuitive knowing about in 2025 for Virgo. Intuitive knowing about in 2025 for Virgo. One more, Spirit. Virgo intuition for 2025. Virgo intuition for 2025. Now, about what's correct for you, what's justice for you, what's fair and balanced and correct for you, what is right for you. You will have intuitive knowing about this. Yeah. 8 of Swords, Page of Wands. You'll have intuitive knowing about the ways in which you've held yourself back. 8 of Swords is willful blindness. It's procrastination. It's waiting. And it's self-defeating. But Spirit's saying in 2025, you're going to have intuitive knowing about the things that you hold yourself back from willfully and the things that you should open yourself to. 8 of Swords, Page of Wands in reverse. You're going to have intuitive knowing about the willful blindness and the things that you haven't allowed yourself to be open to. Remember, it's like being in that nest, unwilling to go beyond, unwilling to see beyond the immediate future. And then we have the Hierophant, 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. You will have intuitive knowing about the things that you commit to, about the seeds that you plant and nurture, and about your independence, about your own abundance. You will have spiritual understanding of the higher self and about the things that you've been committing to and harmonizing with and how they weren't aligned for you. They didn't lead to your own abundance. They're all in reverse. So you'll have spiritual understanding about the things I was harmonizing. They never grew. They weren't abundant. They didn't lead to my abundance or my fulfillment. And I understand now the things that I willfully held myself back from. And you're going to have intuitive knowing about what is fair and just and correct for you. Justice. And there it is, the Empress, 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, the Empress. You'll have intuitive knowing about your own wish fulfillment. That strength. Remember the Empress. Where did I see it? I saw the Empress. And it was also in reverse. It was like claiming your power. Oh, up here. Claiming your power, claiming your wish fulfillment. You'll have intuitive knowing about what that means for you. How do I claim my wish fulfillment? And what is fair and correct for me? Being willing to leave the village, climb the mountain to that star pathway that's going to be your wish fulfillment, right? You've been holding on, but you're going to gain new intuitive knowing. High Priestess. You're going to have, your intuition is going to give you insight about holding on and how it actually prevents you from your creation, your wish fulfillment. All right. Okay, so opportunities for healing. Let's see, opportunities for healing in 2025. Opportunities for healing in 2025. I'm being called back to nothing has gone wrong. You know, we may often think like things have been, like I'm hearing it's such a mess. That came up in the healing reading that I did last night that I was feeling prompted to do. So you might want to check that out. But nothing has gone wrong. There's the opportunity for balance. You have to trust. Trust yourself first and foremost. Everything begins with the self. Opportunities for healing for Virgo in 2025. Opportunities for healing for Virgo for 2025. Opportunities for healing for Virgo in 2025. Opportunities for healing for Virgo in 2025. Opportunities for healing for Virgo in 2025. Four of Pentacles. The Moon, 6 of Cups. Yeah. Seeing, there's that soul bond connection. King of Cups, Judgment. Oh. The Moon, 6 of Cups, King of Cups, Judgment. Understanding how much love is in you. Judgment. Gaining insight. Making decisions regarding the love that you have for the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups, King of Cups, that's a lot of love. For something of the past, 6 of Cups, soul bond. judgment, a decision, lessons, it's a judgment call. This has been underneath your moon. There's opportunity for healing this, but it's your judgment call. But you have to understand the self. You have to understand your own emotions. King of Cups. You have to lean into emotions and stand firm in them. And it's been under your moon. Perhaps something you haven't wanted to face. Remember, Spirit said that self-reflection was needed and going within the self and finding alignment between all the different aspects of the self. But here, Spirit is saying, what can be healed is love. King of Cups. King of Cups is like the highest form, right? It's I know my love. I know my love that I have for this. I understand it. I feel it deeply. And I'm going to make decisions accordingly, judgment. And I understand the lesson in this, but it's been under your moon. Perhaps something you haven't wanted to face. So this is the opportunity for healing. Your heart. Your heart with another, balancing with another. Nothing has gone wrong. Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords. There's healing available to you, but you have to understand your truth. Page of Swords. Alrighty. Let's see. Opportunity for joy and happiness. Let's see here. Can I see the opportunity for joy and happiness in 2025 for Virgo? Joy and happiness for 2025. The wheel. Change. Moving into the next stage of the journey. Lessons. Moving forward. Opportunity for joy and happiness. And remember, you had that joy card come out and it had the star on it, that star pathway. Your deepest hope, your deepest desire. Interesting. Queen of Swords, making sense of things. Opportunity for joy and happiness occurs when you've been able to make sense of things. All right, one more. Joy and happiness for Virgo in 2025. Joy and happiness for Virgo in 2025. Joy and happiness for Virgo in 2025. Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. A new beginning, something solid, something stable. A new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. Something that serves as a stable foundation. Stability. The Fool, yeah, that new beginning. You have to make the decision. Two of Wands, the Fool, Ace of Pentacles. This is your opportunity for joy and happiness. To take a leap of faith towards a new beginning. Put your hard work, effort, and energy into it. Eight of Pentacles. Manifest the results that you want. So manifestation is really a decision. It's once we claim the things that we want, our actions and all the things that are required begin to align with that manifestation. So it's not just, oh, I want this to occur and I'm going to pull it into myself. It's changing ourselves and it's aligning our behaviors and our actions with the things that we're actually wanting to build, right? Ace of Pentacles. So manifesting a new beginning, taking a leap of faith, but putting the hard work, effort, energy, dedication, and commitment towards it. Eight of Pentacles. And there's the Tower. Sharp understanding and clarity, illusions, delusions coming down. Remember, I said the Tower is for our highest good. Oftentimes it's divine intervention. This insight comes in. Yeah, overcoming sorrow and grief. And then I see the Two of Cups sticking out here. There's the soul bond. And there's the communication, Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands, yeah. And there's the Death, the transformation. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that's your opportunity for joy and happiness, is to take a leap of faith, to offer a solid new beginning. A new beginning. Let me pull from this. So speaking of connections, let's see what your connections are looking like for 2025. Could be related to this soul bond, could be other relationships in your life. Take it as it resonates. And I see connections for Virgo in 2025. Connections for Virgo in 2025. Can I see connections for Virgo in 2025? Connections for Virgo. The Sun, Three of Cups, emotional connection and harmony, coming together in celebration, and it brings you a lot of happiness. Three of Cups is also like reunion energy. Just take that as it resonates for you. Okay, I see connections for Virgo in 2025. 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 I feel like something came out or flipped over. Maybe not. Wanted to. Page of Wands, being open. Yeah, overcoming fear. The Devil in reverse. Overcoming fear, perhaps negative patterns, negative behaviors. Page of Wands, being open to calmer waters. Being open, wanting to learn about being open to moving forward. Page of Wands, Six of Swords, to finding calmer waters. Letting go of the negative patterns, but putting your passion, your energy, and your openness into moving in a particular direction. Knight of Wands, because you feel so passionate about it and communicating it. Two of Pentacles, yeah, making the decision with full love in your heart. King of Cups. King of Cups. We had that King of Cups come out earlier. Yeah. Doing what is right for you based on your truth and the clarity and understanding that you now have about what is correct for you. And then we have the Justice again. What is fair and balanced and correct for you. Heading in the direction of what is right for you. That's your opportunity in connections. Reaching for more. All right. And then what is unknown and what you don't see coming? What's unknown? What doesn't Virgo see coming? What deck do I want to use for this? Let's use this one. What's unknown? What does Virgo not see coming in 2025? So we already seen that moon energy. That's the unknown. That's the things that we haven't wanted to take a look at. What's unknown? What don't you see coming for 2025, Virgo? The unknown for Virgo in 2025. Yeah, the direction that you're going to go based on that tower that you receive. That tower of insight. What's unknown for Virgo in 2025? Can I see the unknown for Virgo in 2025? What does Virgo not see coming in 2025? What does Virgo not see coming in 2025? The Devil, 5 of Cups. Taking action, Knight of Wands, towards that devil, towards those fears, towards the grief, memories of the past that have brought you sorrow and heartache, taking action towards those things and learning how to make sense of it. Perhaps you don't see coming, like, that you're actually going to start taking a look at things, that self-reflection, right? That you're going to start seeing things for what they are. Knight of Wands, I'm going to take action towards these negative patterns and this pain in my heart and this grief in my heart. Because I want to understand it. I want to make sense of it. Yeah, perhaps you don't see this coming. Perhaps this has been under your moon. The Devil, 5 of Swords. You haven't wanted to face your grief. You haven't wanted to face the feelings of missed opportunities, the feelings of sadness, the feelings of sorrow, the negative behaviors, the negative patterns, the patterns that have held you back, that have kept you chained, that have kept you in that nest. But it looks like what you don't see coming in 2025 is that you're going to start taking a look at these things, you're going to start acting upon them, and you're going to start making sense of them. Those aha moments, those insights that come in that will change us forever. Queen of Cups, and you're going to have unconditional love for the self. I love this for you. All right. Let's see what's going to manifest over the next year for you. What's going to manifest? The Empress. Making a decision about the Empress. 2 of Wands, the Empress. What's going to manifest over 2025 for Virgo? What's going to manifest for Virgo over 2025? What's going to manifest for Virgo over 2025? Remember, we have that Joy card up top. We have nothing has gone wrong. We have that Lover here. The 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, climbing the mountain, going outside the village. Aligning with things that are for our highest good and that's balanced and just and correct for us. What's going to manifest for Virgo over 2025? The World, 9 of Pentacles, abundance. Ending one cycle so that you can begin a new one. One that empowers you. 9 of Pentacles. Can I see what's going to manifest for Virgo over 2025? It's going to manifest for Virgo over 2025. There's that wish fulfillment. There's that 3 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Anything else for 2025? Overcoming indecision, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so we had a lot come out here. 2 of Wands. Yeah. Overcoming. It's like, what's going to manifest is that you're going to have understanding and you're going to know the things that you need to know about pain and fear of rejection and pain in the heart. Page of Swords, 3 of Swords in reverse. 2 of Wands. You're going to understand the things that pain your heart and how small insight regarding fear of rejection, how it's prevented you from moving forward. But what's going to manifest is Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning and delivering your heart. Knights deliver their elements outside of us. So Knight of Cups, making an offering in love for a passionate new beginning coming from the heart. Remember, we talked about that water energy. Because it's your wish fulfillment to emotionally harmonize. 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups. It would make you personally happy to emotionally harmonize and connect. I'm believing with this soul bond connection. 3 of Cups, like I mentioned, can be reunion, but take it as it resonates for you. Yeah, you're no longer going to resist what is correct for you. Justice, 7 of Wands in reverse. You're going to overcome that tendency to not do what's correct for you and to push it off. You're no longer going to resist that because you know what your wish fulfillment is. And then Ace of Swords, there it is. You know it. It's sharp understanding and clarity about what is correct and fair for me, what I want to do, what is my wish fulfillment. I have sharp understanding. This is what's going to manifest for you in 2025. Sharp understanding about who you want to connect to and why, because it's your wish fulfillment. And you're going to offer your heart outside of yourself for a passionate new beginning. Because you know your truth. Yeah, so that self-reflection I see happening over the course of 2025 for you. And you're able to start to see beyond what's immediately available to you when you're willing to step outside your nest, outside the village, start climbing the mountain. Connection is there for you. Love is there for you. Joy is there for you. And Spirit says nothing has gone wrong. Perhaps you needed this journey to step into your own power, to step in that Empress energy. Yeah, you're no longer going to be indecisive. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, time has passed. Look at this. Wheel of Fortune. There's lessons learned about this soul bond connection, and a new cycle begins. One that is filled with healing and patience and love and connection. This has been under your moon. Perhaps something that you haven't wanted to face, or it could be that it's just been unknown to you. But typically with these soul bond connections, we know. We're emotionally and spiritually connected. All right, let's get some advice for you, Virgo. Looks like you have quite the year ahead of you, but I think a lot of really beautiful elements of healing and just what is fair and correct for you, and understanding yourself and learning about yourself and the things that you want, being willing and courageous to step outside the nest, to do that self-reflection and that inner work, to find balance within the self and your heart and your mind, your thoughts. Remember, Spirit said, don't rely on your intellect, rely on wisdom. And balance and understanding of the self. Ground yourself. Go deep within. Can I see advice for Virgo for the next year? Advice for Virgo in 2025. Advice for Virgo in 2025. Advice for Virgo in 2025. She who waits, patience. Yeah, having patience with the self and determination. Yeah, and there's the butterfly. She's holding the butterfly of transformation. And if you remember, you had 2 butterflies of transformation in your charms. So being patient with the self, but having determination. She who rises up at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, rise. Rise up that mountain. And then she who unfolds. Yeah. Embrace. Have love of the self. She who battles. So someone, there's justice, fierce, commitment. Yeah, commitment to that star pathway. And she who loved once. Yeah. If you loved once, you can love again. And you showed me that you have King of Cups. So be determined. Be patient with yourself. Love. Be in touch with your emotions. Do what is fair and correct for you. Go into battle for the things that you want for yourself. Commit to those things that are fair and correct and just for you. And embrace the things that you want and rise up. Be empowered. 9 of Pentacles. Elevate yourself. Yeah. And then she who flies, dare, do, and reach. Reach for the things that you want. I love this for you. What a year ahead. I wish you the very, very best over the next year. Much love, light, peace, and harmony. And good wishes for you for 2025. Take care, Virgo.